The computer from a simple calculating machine to the digital world. Introduction. The computer is one of the greatest inventions in human history. Today, computers are everywhere, from homes, schools, hospitals, banks, businesses, factories, laboratories, vehicles, and smartphones to spacecraft exploring distant planets. We use computers to communicate, study, work, create, calculate, entertain ourselves, and solve complex problems. But computers were not always fast, small, and powerful. Their history is a remarkable journey that began with simple counting devices and eventually led to artificial intelligence, supercomputers, and modern digital technology. The beginning of computing. Thousands of years ago, humans needed ways to count and perform calculations. One of the earliest known calculating devices was the abacus, developed thousands of years ago. It used bits to represent numbers and helped people perform arithmetic. Centuries later, inventors began developing mechanical calculating machines in the 1600s. Mathematicians such as Blaise Pascal and Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz created mechanical calculators capable of performing mathematical operations. In the 1800s, British mathematician Charles Babbage designed the difference engine and later the analytical engine. Although the analytical engine was never completed during his lifetime, its design contained ideas similar to modern computers, including memory processing and program instructions. Other Lawless, who worked with Babbage's ideas, is widely regarded as the world's first computer programmer. She recognized that machines could potentially manipulate symbols and perform more than simple calculations. The first electronic computers. During the 20th century, the development of electronic transformed computing. One of the most famous early electronic computers was ENIAC. Completed in 1945, it was enormous, occupying a large room and using thousands of vacuum tubes. Compared with modern computers, ENIAC was extremely slow and expensive, but it demonstrated the enormous potential of electronic computing. Early computers were mainly used by governments, universities, scientists, and military organizations. They were used for mathematical calculations, scientific research, code breaking, and other specialized tasks. The invention of the transistor in 1947 was a major turning point. Transistors were smaller, more reliable, and more energy efficient than vacuum tubes. Later, integrated circuits placed many electronic components onto tiny pieces of semiconductor material. The microprocessor revolution. The next major breakthrough came with the microprocessor. A microprocessor places the central processing functions of a computer onto a small chip. During the 1970s, companies began developing increasingly powerful microprocessors. This made it possible to build smaller and more affordable computers. The development of personal computers transformed society. Companies such as Apple, IBM, Commodore, and Microsoft played important roles in the growth of the personal computer industry. Computers moved from laboratories and large organizations into homes, schools, and offices. How does a computer work? Although computers can perform incredibly complicated tasks, their basic operation follows a simple concept. A computer generally performs four fundamental functions: input, processing, output, storage. Input is information given to the computer. This can come from a keyboard, mouse, microphone, camera, touch screen, or other device. The central processing unit, or CPU, processing instructions and performs calculations. It is often described as the brain of a computer, although a computer system contains many other important components. Random access memory, or RAM, temporarily stores information that the computer is actively using. More RAM can allow a computer to handle more tasks simultaneously depending on the workload. Storage devices such as SSDs and hard disk drives preserve information even when the computer is turned off. The output may appear on a monitor, speakers, printers, or another device. Hardware and software. A computer consists of two major categories, hardware and software. Hardware refers to the physical components that we can touch. These include the motherboard, CPU, RAM, storage, drive, graphics, processing unit, power supply, monitor, keyboard, mouse, and other peripherals. Software consists of the instructions that tell hardware what to do. An operating system such as Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, or another operating system manages hardware and provides an environment for applications. Applications allow users to perform a specific tasks. Examples include the web browsers, video editors, games, office programs, programming tools, and graphic design software. The Internet and the digital revolution. One of the biggest changes in computing came with the development of computer networks and the Internet. The Internet connects billions of devices around the world. It allows people to communicate, share information, watch videos, conduct business, study online, store files, and access services from almost anywhere. The World Wide Web made internet information easier to access through websites and web browsers. Social media, online shopping, cloud computing, streaming services, digital banking, and online education have transformed everyday life. Today, a computer does not have to be a traditional desktop or laptop. Smartphones, tablets, smart televisions, vehicles, watches, cameras, and household appliances can contain powerful computing systems. Graphics and gaming. Computing also revolutionized entertainment. Modern graphics processing units or GPUs can perform enormous numbers of calculations required from realistic graphics, video processing, scientific simulations, and artificial intelligence. Computer gaming has developed from simple two-dimensional programs into highly detailed virtual worlds. Modern games can contain realistic physics, advanced graphics, online multiplayer system, and artificial intelligence. Computers have also transformed filmmaking, animation, music production, photography, and digital art. Computers is in science and medicine. Computers are essential to modern scientific research. Scientists use powerful computers to model climate system, analyze DNA, simulate physics, study galaxies, predict weather, and process enormous quantities of data. In medicine, computers help doctors analyze medical images, maintain patient records, monitor patients, assist with research, and support the development of new treatments. Supercomputers can perform calculations that would take ordinary computers extremely long periods of time. Artificial intelligence, or one of the most important developments in modern computing, in artificial intelligence or AI. AI systems can analyze information, recognize patterns, understand language, generate content, assist with programming, analyze images, and perform many other tasks. Machine learning allows computers to learn patterns from data rather than relying entirely on implicitly programmed rules. AI is already being used in areas such as healthcare, education, transportation, finance, cybersecurity, robotics, entertainment, and scientific research. The development of AI is changing the relationship between humans and computers. Instead of simply following commands, computers can increasingly interact with people using natural language and assist with complex tasks. Cybersecurity and the future. As computers become more important, protecting digital information becomes increasingly necessary. Cybersecurity involves protecting computer networks, accounts, and data from unauthorized access, malware, fraud, and other threats. Strong password, multi-factor authentication, software updates, secure networks, backups, and careful online behavior are important parts of digital security. Looking towards the future, computers are expected to become even more powerful and efficient. Developments in quantum computing, AI, robotics, biotechnology, and advanced semiconductor technology could create capabilities that are difficult to imagine today. Quantum computers use principles of quantum physics to process certain types of problems in fundamentally different ways from traditional computers. They are still an emerging technology, but researchers are exploring their potential for areas such as chemistry, optimizations, optimization, and cryptography. Conclusion. The history of the computer is a story of human creativity and innovation. From the ancient abacus to mechanical calculators, from room-sized electronic machines to smartphones and artificial intelligence, computing has developed at an extraordinary speed. The computer is no longer simply a machine for calculation; it is a tool for communication, education, science, business, creativity, entertainment, and discovery. The future of computing may bring even more remarkable changes. Artificial intelligence, quantum technologies, robotics, and advanced computing systems could reshape the way humans live and work. Ultimately, the most important part of the computer is not the machine itself, it is the human imagination that creates new ways to use it. The computer changed the world. The next generation of computing may change the future.